Yeah,
That was awesome having
buddy.
them on.
Oh, absolutely. Shout out to them. But look, hey, let's hit it. They talked SEC. Let's go into the Big Ten. Obviously, Michigan's biggest threat of the season comes today.
Really, the biggest threat? Really?
The biggest challenge.
Rutgers was a bigger threat.
Listen, we are in survival mode, all right? We're a caged animal. You do not want to see what these guys got coming, all right?
Michigan covers the 24.5-point spread easily. Easily.
Wow. You know what? I'm moving on from this one. Look, and probably the most important game this year in the Big Ten. Number 7, Penn State. Number 3, Ohio State. You obviously have all eyes on this game. Mm-hmm. What are you expecting? We've thought this was a Penn State one, man. What do you think?
I'm expecting Penn State to cover the 4-point Ohio State spread. They got Ohio State -4. I think if Ohio State's going to win, it's going to be by a field goal. But I'm looking for Drew Aller, Nick Singleton, Katron Allen, and those guys to take over. I got Penn State winning this game.
Ooh, okay. This is what I'm interested to see, and I'm more interested to see in this game Ohio State's defense. We know about the running game. We know about Aller. We know about what Penn State's offense can bring. I want to see if Ohio State's defense can step up and kind of give a little credibility to what Ryan Day was saying. Although I did not agree with his little rant at the end of the Notre Dame game, there is some kind of there is some truth in that. You know, everybody thinks Ohio State's flashy. Go throw it up. They don't look at them as a tough, hard-nosed team. And this defense is going to need to do that today. And today, which is a black and blue, the slugfest, haymakers going left and right. So yeah, I'm really looking for that one. Let's see. Andrew said Penn's running backs will take over late. It's getting chilly. It's getting cold out there, and the best thing you can have in that time is a good, hard-nosed running back and a solid defense. So,
yeah,
it's potential.
And you know what? Put that comment up above that one. If Michigan State beats Michigan, I will wear a Michigan State jersey.
Let's go!
And you and Kat can pick what player. If Michigan State beats Michigan, y'all can pick what jersey. And
Yes!
But they gotta win.
Oh snap! All right. Hold up. Let me get on eBay real quick. Let me see what go. Yo, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Absolutely. Well, look, hey, what other games are you looking at today?
I had a couple here. For me, I don't expect the game to be very close, but UCF Oklahoma, the Dylan Gabriel revenge game there.
Yes.
Obviously Tennessee Alabama. That's what I'm keeping an eye on. I think Alabama covers that spread. I think Alabama by 10 personally. That's more how I feel about Milton than anyone else. The other one I'm looking at, Duke, Florida State.
Yes.
Riley Leonard is a true game time decision. They're leaning towards him not playing, though. If Leonard is in for this game is much closer than that 14.5-point spread they have FSU by right now. But if Leonard isn't in, Florida State covers that and then some. And I couldn't hear that. If Michigan State beats Michigan, Kat and Sean get to pick a Michigan State jersey that I will buy and wear.
Wee!
And then burn after, but
Quinn, I'm gonna clip this a little later, and I want to send that invitation to Kate and see if she will participate. It might be a little bit too much for you. I don't know, but I'm gonna throw that out there. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Oh man. But before that, what were you saying?
Duke, Florida State.
Yes. So I asked you before, you sent me that before the show, and I asked you about if he's in there, like you said, obviously that's closer. But if he's not 100%, knowing how fast that defense is, do you try to risk it and put him out there for the one game in the moment, or do you play for the long term?
See, it's tough because the typical Duke, I would say, don't even chance it, sit him, and see how it goes from there. But with the ACC just taking the two best teams and going to the conference championship game, they're still very much in this right now.
Very true.
Like, it's FSU, you guys, Duke, and Louisville. It's a 4-team race for those two spots right now. And one more loss pushes them out of it. Yeah. So I'd say if he's 75%, you put him in.
Yeah. Yeah, and get him to tough it out. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I know, especially in the Big Ten, Wisconsin, Illinois today. I know Illinois is on the wrong side of they're under 500, but Illinois has put in they've put in some work this year, man. They've given Penn State some early trouble
to their absolute limit.
Right. So I honestly, I trust that defense. We know about Fulango and what, Wisconsin, Fickle, all those guys are doing. But I think that's going to be a good one. Northwestern, Nebraska, both those guys are 3-3. I don't think any of us thought Northwestern was going to be 3-3.
That's arguably my biggest shocker of the year, that Northwestern is 500 this late in the season.
Exactly. And I told you about the game when I was in town against Minnesota that went to double overtime.
Yeah. And they won, yeah.
Right. So Northwestern is putting up a fight, so I'm definitely looking into that. West Virginia and Oklahoma State.
That's a good game. That is a good game.
I can't let anybody in Kat's family know that I got this on right now. And I love all love to West Virginia, man, but these last two games against Kansas State, who last year won the Big 12 championship, against in this last week where they get it done, they get the upset against Kansas. They're hitting their stride right at the right time. And I really kind of feel like Oklahoma State can come in here, punch West Virginia in the mouth. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. But coming off that loss, West Virginia, coming off that loss to Houston, where less than a minute to go, and you're like, hey, we just get hit a 50-yarder. We scored. We won this thing. And then your old coach hits a Hail Mary to beat you.
Yeah.
That takes a lot out of you. And I think they're going to have a letdown. That's
demoralizing for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anything else? Any other games you thinking?
USC Utah, looking to see how they bounce back with a physical game. I don't know if Cam Rising's back yet. Obviously he didn't play last week. But obviously Utah beat them twice last year. Coming to the Coliseum this year for it. That's a tough one. I think I'm rolling with Utah though. They've got USC by a touchdown right now. I like them. I like Utah to cover that at the very least. Yeah. But that's one that I like Utah in.
Oh man. Oh, I like that. And we saw how far USC dropped. You know what I mean? And then the game didn't look pretty. Caleb threw 3 picks. If they lose another one, I mean, are they all? I mean, they're not in the CFP picture, but are they all the way out of even Heisman contention for Caleb Williams? I mean, they are just
depends how bad he plays. If he plays really well and they lose, then he'll still be in. But wins seem to factor in pretty big for the Heisman. So
yes,
and especially with Penix playing well and winning out. JJ's making his case to be in there. He's winning out. Bo Nix with that one loss still balled out against Penix in Washington. Dylan Gabriel's making his case
from Michigan State.
Okay. I didn't realize we were just throwing anyone in there now. You've got so many guys that are playing really well right now. That one more bad game for Caleb probably pushes him out of that.
Yeah. and that's going to be interesting. And again, that defense, we have not been quiet about that defense being a liability. I mean,
it's awful.
It's not
Outside
good.
of that defensive line, it's awful.
Right. So Utah, I could see it happening because a lot of people forget. Even though Cam Rising has been out, Utah, that defense, the rest of that team is sustained. They're still 5-1. You know what I mean? They only have one loss. So another game, you talked about the ACC and the top teams in there. Miami, who has started off 4-0, then have the mind blank against Georgia Tech, lose that game, come in, have multiple turnovers, get beat by us, and now they're 4-2. Clemson 4-2 as well. I mean, this is the losers out, right? I mean, this is a make it or break it for a season for these guys.
Yeah, losers gone from this game. I like Clemson. I don't know why. Maybe it's just from them being so boneheaded to keep running that ball when you could have just taken the knees.
Yeah.
But I think Clemson, I mean, Dabo said it perfectly. They're 3 plays away from being undefeated in the top 5 team in the nation.
It's true.
But I don't know. This is 2 good, not great teams, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yes, they are. Yes, I just heard it. Yeah. At the end of the day, after that, you got the Pac-12 night. Washington playing Arizona State. UCLA, Stanford could be a sneaky good one. We saw Stanford play the game of its life. We go. UCLA is now ranked 25th, so it could happen. It's Pac-12.
Blaze version of I just find it funny how.
So we could see, but there's a bunch of games going on, and they have started a number of them right now. So you're gonna want to tune in, see what you got going on. Hey, that's it. We're gonna let you go.